Hey Libra, intuitive soul coach here with your April 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Libra and take a look at all things related to career, finances, wealth, income, and prosperity. Just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Libra, a lot of energy coming through for you right away. They're giving me a name. It could be a name, last name, nickname, location. They're giving me the name Holmes, Holms. So it could be short, for example, Stockholm, or it could be someone's last name. Maybe it's the name of a street, a business, a location. So please take it as it resonates. All right, so Libra, I am getting this feeling of reinvention. Some of you may be reinventing the way you do business, reinventing your career. You may even be going back to school, taking a class, or diving into the spiritual gifts that you have and using them to help you move forward in your career. So in the position here of the recent past, you do have the frame. This talks about steady income, organization here. Some of you, accomplishments. Now you may have a home-oriented position. You may be in the art and design field. So this could be interior design. This could be healing arts, creative arts. I do feel like you've done a lot to work on mastering your craft. It wouldn't surprise me to see that Eight of Pentacles show up. Now, some of you may even be self-employed, or you may work on heading in that direction, hopefully sooner rather than later. With this frame card showing up, I do sense that some of you in the recent past may have received a certification in the healing arts or healing field. Some of you may have went back to school, maybe got your real estate license, your certified nursing assistant degree, something of that nature. You may have added on to some sort of skill that you've already had. And I feel like that in itself may help you feel like you're reinventing yourself, not because you have a certification, a degree, or a diploma, because those things are great, but ultimately it's the knowledge that you are gaining. So even if you have not retained some sort of degree, it's the knowledge piece that I see benefiting you, because you actually have the book showing up. So even if you don't have a degree in anything, maybe you've never got a certification, I do feel for a lot of you, you've learned along the way, and it's something that you can maybe self-help, through watching or Googling videos, YouTubing videos. You can learn how to build a business, open a website, use Canva, maybe obtain some sort of Reiki level 1 through Udemy. Something of that nature is what I feel for you. So it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but you're learning and you're educating and you're staying aware. But most importantly, you're going inward, Libra. And that may be why I'm getting that energy of reinvention. So in the month of April, present energy, you have the gift. And the present, the gift is being in the present, right? This is about reciprocity. This is that Six of Pentacles as well. So equal give and take. This is about a sudden windfall. Some of you, you may surround yourself with a very generous group, organization, or this could be you being generous of your time, your energy, your efforts. But I feel like you already have done that, and you're going to see a windfall because you've been generous. So I hope that makes sense for you. There's financial support coming in here. There could even be a work surprise, or you may be taking a vacation. Some of you, excuse me, you've been working really hard on, again, whatever this frame is for you. And again, it does not have to mean going back to school or getting a certification or a degree. It could be just mastering your craft. And I feel this also, someone may have recently updated their LinkedIn profile or your resume, because I'm seeing you looking at your accomplishments as well, and you're saying, wow, I'm writing this out. It could even be like a biography, or, you know, on the back of a book when you read about the person. I feel like some of you are writing that out. So whether it's for your website, the About Me section, or it could be the back of a book, or maybe you're updating something. I'm just getting you're updating your skills and talents, and maybe even certifications, because you've enhanced, you've grown, you've learned. Now with this gifts card as well, I do feel a sudden windfall. I'm almost getting that justice energy of more balance, but good karma coming your way, Libra. So if you've been very generous, excuse me, with your own time, with your own energy, and with your efforts, helping someone out, volunteering, maybe just putting out good vibes, right? A smile in itself can reflect, because they're giving me like a reverberation. The energies you're putting out there reverberate into the world, into the, you know, energy of what's going on, and it's coming back to you here. So good karma. In the near future, you have the book. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. That's unique. Okay. They're giving me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So either someone may be actually eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Maybe you've just made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or that could be symbolic for, you know, coming together here. Peanut butter and jelly is a partnership, is a pair. So you may be partnering up, pairing up, or connecting your work, your time, your energies with a new company, a new corporation, or a new person. Please take that as it resonates, and it's going to stick as well, because they're showing me like the splitting apart of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it's like it sticks together and it meshes well. All right, we have the book card. This is about paperwork, contracts, learning as you go, Libra. So you may be writing, you may be taking a class, which we've talked about here. Some of you, this could be just an idea that you've had. Maybe you were thinking, well, I would really like to accomplish this in the past. And you may say to yourself, I mean, this could all be manifestations, things that you're creating that you haven't quite turned into reality. Maybe you want to be more home-oriented. Perhaps you want to go in the art and design field or become self-employed. And I feel what you're doing here in the present energy of April is you are gaining some sort of surprise that's going to show up. Celebrations. It wouldn't surprise me to see the 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. You're going to be working together and actually manifest what it is that you want to see happen in your career. Educating yourself, taking a class. This could be law as well. Some of you are in the legal system. You may be lawyers. You may be, I'm getting correctional officer as well. That's very interesting. Okay, some of you may be correctional officers, but I'm getting mediator. That may be the energy that I'm feeling as well. It's almost like you're able to mediate. A lot of Librans make really good lawyers, mediators, coaches, mentors, because you can use your beautiful, brilliant, logical mind, Libra, to not take your work or not take things personally or take it home with you. So let's dive into your energy. And you also are able to create that balance, see it from both sides. That's a beautiful gift that you Librans have. Let's take a look at the heart of the matter. What's coming in here for Libra? All right, Libra. And this is interesting because they were showing me honeybees, and as I looked at these, there's honeybees on here, but well, I feel these could be wasps. Let's hope not. But I'm getting the honeybee, so I feel what that's symbolic for is sweet success for your hard work, because bees are very busy creating, right? They're busy bees, and I feel like you've been really busy trying to create, but now you're going to reap the rewards of some of that sweet success is what I was getting here. You are showing up strong and clear with this King of Swords. I mean, this is Gemini, but it's also air element. So this King of Swords is about you staying logical, rational, and seeking out the truth, right? You're very, very intelligent, Libra. You're very experienced. Now, some of you may be embracing your masculinity, especially if you are female, but if you are male, you're definitely embracing this action-oriented side of yourself and moving forward here in a very powerful way. This could also be legal issues, legal matters. Some of you may even be journalists, law, advisors, military. But I feel like you're not interested in any games, Libra. You're interested in being a straight shooter and staying consistent with some idea, some decision, or some action that you've taken here. You're going to follow through. You're going to go all the way. Go big or go home is kind of that energy that I'm feeling. So let's clarify this King of Swords. You're going to make a rational decision and you're going to stick it down on paper and say yes, whether it's a soul business contract coming in, perhaps it is you committing to learning about something or you deciding to move in a specific direction. I feel like you are going to be really good at it and very successful as well. Let's see what we have here for Libra. You have options, Libra. This is about you at times feeling overwhelmed because sometimes you get a little bit indecisive. The beauty of being a Libra, right? I'm one as well. And this King of Swords is you cutting right through that indecisiveness, slicing through it and saying, nope, I am picking this decision and I'm doing it. And sometimes you may actually go back and second guess, but I feel that whatever it is that you are cutting through and doing, there's no room to go back and second guess because you may be quite busy fulfilling your dream once you've made this decision, okay? Now, 7 of Cups showing up here is needing to focus because there may be too many options, some of you not enough options, or you're just feeling overwhelmed at times with your own spiritual gifts, with maybe the support or the downpour, outpour, not downpour, but outpour of help, of generosity. And that may feel a little bit foreign to you at times. They just showed me 1111 on the clock as well. So some of you may be seeing 1111, 111, 1101, license plates, clocks, numbers. Please take that as it resonates. They're also telling me that in the month of April, you're going to go to either the gas station or the grocery store, something of that nature, and you're going to hit the dollar on the mark. So whatever your currency is, instead of it being an off number like $68.67, I mean, that's US currency, but I feel like it's going to be a straight flat number, 46 euros or, $36.21. Instead of it being off, it's going to hit it on the mark, 12 euros or, 1,700 pesos, something of that nature. So if that is you, I feel like there is really good luck and good fortune behind some numbers specifically. So some of you may even be taking a course on numerology. You may be looking into numbers as well, whether it's your life path, your personal year, or diving more into that aspect. You're going to learn and discover a lot about basically a lot about yourself, a lot about synchronicities, mysticism, things of that nature. All right, let's dive into the challenge and see what may be crossing your energy, Libra, and how we can help you navigate through it. There's that 6 of Wands that I was feeling in the beginning of your reading. I thought I mentioned the 6 of Wands to you. If not, it was definitely coming in where this is about achievement, right? Communal achievement. 6 of Wands is one of my favorites because it can be about fame, it can be about victory, it can be about success, but it is about you working in an environment or a setting or in a teamwork building that dream work, okay? Teamwork making that dream work. So for example, you may be a social media influencer or an actor or, an author or creator, but it's your followers, it's your readers, it is your people that help you build up. So it's not just a single accomplishment. It takes a village here is kind of what I'm getting. So the challenge for you is to push through some of the things that you felt like were a failure, but it was actually a growth opportunity here, Libra. When the 6 of Wands shows up, you may have felt overlooked. You may have even felt humiliated at times, or you felt shameful that you weren't able to speed things up, manifest, or step into your power. That's all about to shift in a really big way here because this is your spiritual gifts as well. And this is about you not just supporting your dream, but others believing in you as well. So embrace this beautiful time, embrace this generosity, embrace this reciprocity, because I do feel like a lot of you have been quite independent, right? It's been more of that solo type of energy where you haven't always felt the support. So sometimes when that support comes in, you don't necessarily know what to do with it. But I feel that there is success on the horizon here, and it's going to lead to a lot of financial surprises, emotional surprises as well. Let's clarify the Six of Wands. Six of Wands here. There's an achievement coming in here, and it just may not be exactly what you expected, but I feel like it's better. So that's why expectations, it's something we need to release. We need to drop that attachment of expectations, because sometimes when we have a specific outcome or goal or expectations that we would like to see and it doesn't turn out that way, it can leave us feeling a little bit disappointed. But I do feel like there's something else that has a little bit of a twist coming in, where you may have expected this to succeed and this to maybe not take off as quick, but perhaps this completely kerplunked and failed and this took off. So I hope you're following me there. There's just this energy of letting go and going with the flow. And I actually just put out a video about control versus flow, I believe it was. I will link it in the description box below. You may want to check that out. It's for all signs, Libra. So the challenge here is to keep on going. Keep on going. This is about you staying determined, Libra. This is all about you being that beautiful warrior, spiritual warrior that you are, and not give up on those dreams. You have the motivation within you. You can overcome difficulties. You can overcome the obstacles. And some of you, it's been quite challenging. It's been quite difficult. You keep thinking to yourself at times, am I ever going to achieve success? Yes, you absolutely will. Look back on all of your accomplishments, right? Sometimes when we forget all that we've done, all that we've become, everything we've overcame, the challenges, we forget to take a look at the blessings, because sometimes we can be focused on the loss or the cuts. In this case, look at her. She has some scars there. And when we are reminded of the scars every single day, we forget that there's a lot of beauty and a lot of growth. Some of you may be tattoo artists as well, because they're showing me tattoos. Some of you may have received henna art on the body, or there could be something with makeup art, or even tattoo makeup. Please take that as it resonates. You will be successful. You will be successful, I'm hearing, especially as you continue to learn as you go. But I just heard learn as you grow. So what that means is you're going to grow, and it's taking steps along the way, and you're going to be successful as long as you keep pushing through the challenges, but learning through them as well. Because on the way to success, Libra, failure can be at times guaranteed. But when you look at those failures as growth opportunities, that's when that game really changes. Let's take a look at what's below you. What do we have below Libra for April 2024? Or excuse me, 2023. Okay, some of you. Okay, that was no coincidence. 2024 slipped out there. There's something that you are working on that you are really going to see hit a peak success. There it is, triumphant success. Yes, by April 2024. Now, don't shut off the reading and say, Melissa, this is not happening in my timing. I'm going to manifest it sooner. And yes, you absolutely can. But if you've been working really hard on something, it's going to implode. It's going to be bigger than you could have imagined. 1 year from now is going to be a completely huge shift, different than you could have ever imagined, but for the better. You have the Chariot here. This is Cancerian energy. You have it built within your cells, within your DNA, within your energy field, Libra, to be successful. Okay. And even though there have been opportunities that maybe you got fired from that job, maybe that business failed, perhaps you've lost all your money, maybe you went in debt, maybe you've lost your home, whatever these challenges have been that you faced, you are the Wolverine here. And this Wolverine is tough, right? He's not letting anything get in his way of success. I think that's a Wolverine here. Maybe it's a badger, but I feel like you are moving forward. And you're doing so with careful direction, but you're staying logical about your path, and you're going to be successful as well. There could even be travel coming in. Some of you may work in the travel industry, hospitality. You may be traveling or relocating. Some of you could be an Uber driver or a taxi driver or something with driving in your profession or in your career as well. Or you may have done that in the past. Let's take a look and see what is showing up to clarify the Chariot. Five of Swords, because you may have been stuck between a rock and a hard place, which we all have been there at times. So I do feel that you're getting unstuck here. If you felt tethered to a situation, or maybe you had really fought to climb your way up out of this, the Chariot can be lack of direction as well. So when we don't feel like we have lack of direction, we go within our minds, right? Because Swords is your air energy, and it can be mental conflict. We go back and forth, back and forth. Am I living my purpose? I need to pay the bills. Do I head in this direction and open a business? But I need to put food on the table. So there's this balance that you're constantly striving to bring about in your energy, Libra, especially being the scales. So I do feel that a lot of you have worked on some sort of mental conflict where you may have even been in the energy of, I'm going to win at all costs. I'm going to strive until I hit that goal, until I hit that deadline. But make sure it's at a cost that is aligned with your integrity and with your truth, okay? Very powerful here. Sometimes we need to know when to walk away from a situation, and that could be that expectation, stubbornness, or control as well that I was picking up on earlier. Now, Libra, I don't think that you're any of those things, but we all have those qualities that can rear its ugly head up at any given time. So I do feel for a lot of you, you're overcoming and pushing through those insecurities of those qualities I just listed. So let's take a look here and see what's going on in the past. What's happening here for Libra in the recent past, and how is it still affecting Libra's energy? What do we have for Libra? They're giving me the name here. Is that Tiffany or Teresa, Spirit? Tiffany, Teresa. They're giving me a strong T, but I feel like it's in three different chopped up syllables here. Teresa. Okay, take it as it resonates, please. It could be Tiffany or Teresa, or any name that has a T and it's broke up in three different syllables. So again, please take that as it resonates. Both of them kind of came in at the same time, but it darted away, so I'm not able to grasp it. So let's see what's going on. The Death card. This is reinventing yourself, as I got earlier in the reading here. This is about total surrender, but also taking that leap, rising from the ashes here. Some of you may even have a business that's called Rise from the Ashes, or something about the Phoenix as well, because this Death energy is about a major awakening or spiritual growth. So don't resist or hang on. And some of you may have felt like you were hanging on, even if only at a subconscious level. Maybe physically you felt completely ready to move, but there was just some subconscious blocks that you may have still been going through, and it could have led to that stuck Chariot energy. But remember, you have it within you. That's your magical gifts, your qualities to move forward and be successful in doing so. So when this Death card shows up in the past, this is about some sort of ending in order to bring in a rebirth, okay? A major transformational shift here in the past. Now, you could have chosen to do one of two things, right? You can see this owl has caught this mouse, and the mouse here can either hide beneath the thorns, can hide and stay resistant to the changes, can hide underneath it all and not move. But what's going to happen is those thorns are going to start to grow and grow and grow, where it eventually traps and cages that mouse. So he's not able to even come out if he wanted to, right? Or he can embrace this new opportunity. Instead of being fearful that that owl is going to get him, he can use his creative mind. He can use his awakening, right? His spiritual awakening to move in a new direction, to create a new life for him instead of succumbing to fear. And I feel for a lot of you, this crown chakra, look at that mouse there, that crown chakra is illuminated. So there is enlightenment. There's also protection, I'm hearing as well. So you are protected. You are protected as you go through some sort of big change. It may have been sticky. Some of you, dark night of the soul, it's been coming up a lot. Shadow work, going within, taking a look at triggers, taking a look at fears. You had to kind of go through this energy in order for you to come out on the other side. And I feel really good for what's happening here on the other side. So let's take a look and clarify the Death, please. What do we have for Death? 10 of Wands. You had to release some of those heavy burdens that you were carrying. And some of you went through a major transformation because you were working really, really, really hard at some sort of goal, whether it was a personal goal, whether it was a professional goal, something within your finances. I'm getting deeper here, even deeper than just monetary money, because self-worth equals net worth. So you had to focus on the self-worth piece, focus on the gifts, focus on, you reinventing yourself in order to achieve the sweet honey, right? To the bees that I was picking up on. And if you take a look, there's a lot of beautiful flowers, a lot of tulips. And actually, I believe it was either Virgo or Leo. They gave me April showers brings May flowers. So I do feel for you, there's some sort of new beginning, new energy, new income showing up for you in the month of April, even into May. Let's get to the juicy good stuff. What's in your mind space? What are you manifesting? What is in the headspace? What's coming in for Libra spirit? What is coming in for, oh gosh. Okay, who is the Wheel of Fortune fan? Because they just gave me, I forget what the name of the main host. Was it Bob? Bob? This is Bob, right? You have just won a brand new car. I feel like someone either wins a car or maybe they buy a car and they feel good about it because they're showing me like a bow on a car or a big ribbon. So someone may feel like they're getting a new car, or maybe your car gets fixed and it's like a brand new car. Or cars can also represent Libra bodies. They can be symbolic for, for checking your oil. For example, if you have a car that needs its oil replaced, take a look and see where you may be, where you may not feel as motivated, as energetic. If you start to have engine troubles, or even the cleanliness of the vehicle, the tire pressure, all of those things can be symbolic for the body as well, because that body is like our vehicle. What do we have? Page of Wands. Beautiful. Libra, you are ready for some of these brand new beginnings. You are ready to take that leap. And actually, take a look at this. You have there the thorns, and you see the eyes peeking out, and you actually see this eye peeking out here as well. So what's happening is synchronistically, you are deciding to spread your wings and take some sort of a risk. When this Page of Wands shows up, this is about you being enthusiastic. This is about you being inspired about your career, about your project, about your course of study, right? There may have been a little bit of eagerness in the past, but you are staying curious, you're staying inquisitive, and you're going to do the research. You're going to do what you need to do instead of just succumbing to this is how it should be. No, you're creating your own destiny here, Libra. You are creating your own destiny. They're giving me that King and Queen of Wands energy. Let's take a look and clarify. What's this new beginning all about that Libra is manifesting? What are you staying curious about? Researching, knowledge, education. Two of Swords, you have a decision to make here. Two of Swords is about you being at a crossroads because you may not feel like you have enough data or enough facts. There's insufficient energy. An energy of I cannot see, but really you can, right? This is about you trusting. You have the knowledge. You can learn as you go the things that you don't quite have in place. And that can sometimes be a Libran's downfall is we don't always take that leap because we feel like we need all the ducks in a row before we move on and say yes to a brand new opportunity. Spirit is saying here, take that leap. Say yes to that new beginning. Stay enthusiastic. If there's a class you want to take, say yes, right? If you want to open your business, say yes. If you want to teach a class that you're still learning yourself, then say yes and learn as you go, Libra, because you have what it takes to create your destiny. You can either hide in the shadows, right? You can hide and stay resistant to some sort of change that is inevitably going to happen regardless. This is about you embracing the unknown and moving forward, making decisions that are going to be, I feel in this case, you may be a little bit too rational at times. You may need to really drop down to that heart space. Okay. And that sounds counterintuitive for what I said in the beginning, but it's not. You do have a brilliant mind. You can be very, very rational. You can be logical, very science-minded as well. You like the proof, you like the facts, you like the data, but this is about you dropping down to your heart center, Libra, and you making a decision that's going to fuel your passion, and it's coming from a place of heart and soul, not letting the mind talk you out of a situation. So really powerful here. All right, let's get to the good stuff. What's coming in the near future for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Oh my gosh, you're getting cards left and right. How would you like this here, Spirit? Okay, thank you. All right. So we have here 7 of Cups. There's some choices happening within your world. And I'm going to read the cards that fell out. We have the perfect amount here, but they're all intertwined. So what this means is Spirit is saying, you know, of course, tarot is not set in stone. We create our own reality. Either you can go with resisting some sort of change, or you can embrace the flow of this new beginning that's happening here, Libra, because the 7 of Cups says you have options at this time. You have the options where you're wondering, how do I move in this direction? Is it in the heart? Is it in the strength? What if it's unknown? What if my cup isn't quite filled? But what I feel here is this is a very fortuitous time. Rabbits are lucky, right? They can multiply. They can manifest quite well. It's like that rabbit coming out of the hat, right? The 7 of Cups is actually going to be your ally, because this is about spirituality, inner awareness, wisdom, insight, and reflecting on decisions that you've made in the past, but also ones that are showing up. But it's important for you to take that leap, and most importantly, be honest with yourself, be honest with your heart about what direction you want to go, because sometimes we can feel a little bit indecisive, right? And we don't always take that next move because we think, what if we don't make the right move and we stay put? That's what this death energy is. We stay put in that spot of resisting the change that's coming in here. And what happens again is those thorns start to really crawl and creep and grow over the space that normally you would get out of. And then the situation becomes so much for you. This is a month for you to get honest. Brutally honest to a point, not brutally in a bad way, but rigorously, thank you, Spirit, rigorously honest with yourself about the path you want to take moving forward. Now, what are you telling yourself? You're telling yourself you're trying to be patient, you're trying to release, you're trying to surrender, but there's a little bit of that control, temperance. Okay. And as I mentioned earlier, control versus flow. I will link that video in the description box below. Check it out. It's for all signs. It's timeless. It's a channel divine spiritual message that Spirit wanted to come through. Because a lot of people are trying to control their environment, their situation, right? Because it makes them feel like they have a grasp on life. But when this temperance card shows up, this is about blending those energies. It's about compromise, self-control. Only can control your response to things, especially when things outside of your control get extreme. Tempers get heated, or the energies they feel like they're in balance here. This is about you moderating and being able to moderate and balance the heart and the mind, right? Meeting in the in-between place here. You try to be patient, but I feel like knowledge is power, which this may have got brought up in your last reading as well. But I'm getting here, knowledge is power. So the more that you know, the more you will grow in all areas of your life, Libra. Let's clarify here. Let's clarify the temperance, please. What is Libra trying to stay patient on, or maybe you're trying to control? What are you trying to surrender to as well? Okay, you have the death card showing up again. All right, you have the death card first and foremost. So there's a situation that you're still working on surrender. Okay, and that's a huge thing. Sometimes our life themes are about letting go. Right? It is about letting go, especially for those that really struggle with the 5 of Swords, which you're seeing again here. Mental conflict, going back and forth. When do I walk away? Win at all costs? When do I fight? When do I surrender? So there's that back and forth, that duality that a Libra is always struggling to bring into balance here. There's going to be a new opportunity coming in here for you, Libra, a new opportunity in the physical world for you to manifest new financial or a physical abundance. When this Page of Pentacles shows up, this could also be in the news of maybe a financial win, a financial institution, a check, a rebate, or you maybe receive I'm getting here an email or a call or a text. If you've been waiting for some sort of message, then that could be something that shows up here for you, especially with the Temperance. You've undergone this spiritual transition. Now your hard work is paying off and you're going to be able to take action based on the heart. And that's what we talked about here as well. 6 of Wands, and it's going to leave you feeling accomplished instead of feeling overlooked, instead of feeling like your words don't matter or your work doesn't matter or like you're a dime or a dozen, right? The Knight of Cups is about you opening yourself up to your heart's desire. And that's what we've been talking about here, Libra, because what's showing up in your environment is the Lovers. This is making choices from the heart, which is what we talked about earlier. And it's an interesting dichotomy here on how this author created the Lovers, because she has 2 scorpions that are coming together. And I didn't know this, but the female scorpion actually awaits the male scorpion to do a little bit of a dance. It's the mating call, the mating dance. And if she doesn't like the dance that this male puts on, she'll kill him or she will not like him at all, right? It's all about that presentation or that dance. So in this case, this is about your heart's desire. And if you are not following what your heart is being called to do, you may decide to get rid of it, right? Eradicate it. In this case, death, kill it, right? But this is an energy here of you transforming, because what's above there is we have the snakes. Snakes shed their skins. You have the moth above. And I feel like you're coming together to make choices of the heart. And there is an attraction here. Yes, it is a match of what it is that you want to do. So if you are contemplating, should I continue moving forward in this career that I really, really, really love, but I'm not benefiting as much as I would like in the financial world? Should I get another job, or should I build a business, go off on my own? Follow your heart. That is the answer here. Make decisions from the heart, what it is that you feel genuinely attracted to. And if it shows up and you're not liking the dance, or you're not liking how it appears to you here, or not just appears, but the emotion behind it, then really take a look at that resistance, because it may be you getting honest with yourself. Yes, of course, we need to do what we need to do to pay bills and make sure our family is taken care of and things of that nature, but you can still follow your dreams as well. So don't give up entirely, because there's a big shift coming in here for you, Libra. When this Lovers card shows up, Gemini energy, it's about partnerships. It's about making balanced decisions, soul contracts that are based on love, that are based on trust, that are based on harmony, right? And this is going to be a pleasant experience, because I'm going to skip here. Usually I don't skip, but I have to, because it goes with everything we've been talking about here. Your fear is the 6 of Cups, which I'll talk about, but your final outcome is the 7 of Swords. This is about getting honest with what you need to do, maybe in the logical sense, but also not giving up, because there's something your heart is gravitating towards at this time. And I feel that your logical mind may be saying, I need to pay that bill, or I need to sell this house, or I need to, whatever that logical mind is saying. Make sure you drop down and get truly honest with your why. Now, it doesn't matter what the why is for you. It's going to be different for each and every one. But I'm just getting here this level of honesty, being truthful with yourself, maybe truthful with a boss about what you need. It could be getting honest with a client, right? This is about rigorous honesty, which we've seen earlier as well. So let's clarify and see what else is coming with the Lovers. We're going to backtrack. Sorry, I'm skipping a little bit ahead, Libra, but like I said, all of these came out at once. So I do feel that All of these are going to be pretty much your final outcome here, which is the temperance, your hard work paying off, being able to surrender to a situation here because you've had to be patient. You've had to compromise in the past. And I feel like you're getting honest and saying, I don't want to compromise this for that. How do I describe that? It's almost like yes, there may be something that you have to compromise for a little piece, but you're not completely getting rid of it, is what I feel. You're figuring out ways to reinvent yourself. Yeah, because there's the Three of Wands. This is about expansion. This is about new opportunities. Don't take your eye off that prize, Libra. Don't take your eye off that prize, because there is a beautiful new opportunity coming here for you as long as you follow your heart. Let your heart lead you, but use your brilliant mind, your logical and rational mind to navigate as well, but let the heart steer the ship. Okay, so we have here the Six of Cups as your hope and fear. Now, the Six of Cups is about second chances. It can be the card of nostalgia, when things were simpler, right? When you were able to have fun, and this could be childlike enthusiasm and innocence. When you were young and you used to play doctor because you always wanted to be a doctor or a veterinarian, and you thought that you had the world at your fingertips, right? This was before when you had a million responsibilities. The fear here is, what if I'm not able to have my life, have my career, have my profession? What if it's just too much? What if it's just too difficult and I'm not able to have that life of maybe a little bit of simplicity? I feel like there's hard work that you're working towards here, Libra, but I am sensing a lot of kindness. The more that you put out there, that's why you have generosity here. At least I thought you had generosity. Yeah, this is the gift. This is what they're showing me. Six of Cups is the card of generosity, love, childlike enthusiasm, fun. That's the gift here for you, Libra. And actually at the very top, you can see that there's elephants galore showing up, and elephants are very wise. They hold a lot of wisdom. So I feel like you've learned beautiful lessons. You've healed a lot from the past. Some of you don't want history to repeat itself. You don't want the past to come up and maybe bite you in the butt. You don't want maybe a past experience to replay out the way that it did in a negative way. And the hope here is that you're able to reconnect to your passions, to your desires. You're given a second chance to do what you've always loved, what you've always wanted to do, maybe even since childhood. And in order for you to live that path, Seven of Swords says you got to get honest with yourself. How can you make this happen, right? Instead of being in that Five of Swords where you're going back and forth, extending on mental energy, telling you that, it'll never happen. You have this Chariot in your DNA, in your vibration, in your frequency to succeed, right? Instead of letting your mental mind hold you back and tell yourself you're not good enough, or you can't do that, or that business is going to fail, or that lesson's going to come back in, or it's something that's going to be repetitive over and over and over, release that and get honest with yourself and say, yes, that was a human experience that I endured. It was a situation where maybe I felt humiliated. Maybe I put myself out there and it failed, it flopped. Perhaps you have this brilliant business idea that you put out there and it didn't turn out as expected. Remember, expectations, that can be a destroyer sometimes, even of confidence. So let's take a look here. Okay, where is this? Oh, okay. I'm like, where is that Page of Wands coming from? That's what you're manifesting. So you are taking action. You're getting honest with your beautiful heart. I actually love to see the Seven of Wands showing up with your surrounding cards, because I don't see any, Three of Swords. I don't see any destruction, no tower, nothing like that here in your reading. Because you've learned the lesson, Libra. You've learned here. You've had a human experience, and that experience that you've had in the past, whether it was challenging, whether it was a loss of money, a loss of job, whatever it was, you've learned, and it was a soul experience, a human experience that your soul chose to have. And now you can reframe and reprogram some of those beliefs, right? That no longer serve you, that were beliefs that were incorporated during a challenging experience. Really powerful here. All right, let's take a look, Libra, and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. Really deep reading here, as your readings are always deep. But I feel like some of you have been going through a lot of emotion, a lot of challenges, but you've also seen your success along the way. And if you haven't, I want you to stop for a moment, Libra, and I want you just to create either a mental list or jot down, create a list. Librans love their lists, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to write down your accomplishments. And that way, every time you let that mental energy come in and take you for a ride, I want you to pull out that sheet of paper and say, yeah, well, this is what I've accomplished. This is what I've overcome. And this too passed, right? So whatever you're going through, if it's a challenge, which your cards look great here, I don't sense anything huge besides you getting honest with yourself about making a decision and moving forward and sticking to it, right? You're going to be successful. And the biggest challenge you have, Libra, is letting that mental mind hold you back at times. Let's see what's coming in here. New life, Libra. Now, some of you may be 39 years old. You may have a birthday on the 3rd, the 9th, or even the 11th. Or 12th, excuse me. But I do feel like a lot of you, there's a new opportunity. That could be that new message that I'm feeling. It can also be a new income source or a new way of going about and manifesting things in your world, because you're eradicating and getting rid of those fears, those insecurities. You may be acknowledging them and finally pushing forward through them as well. So let's see what's showing up here for you. Libra, this is a birth of new ideas. This is about growth, opportunity, expansion, a breath of fresh air, and life renewing itself. And it says here, when spring awakens, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon on all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm and let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. You have everything you need, Libra, to feel optimistic as things seem to fall into place magically. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious. There's that Page of Wands. You already have this in your mind space. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. There's your hopes and dreams, 6 of Cups. What is it that you've always loved, that you've always been passionate about, Libra? It's as if new life suddenly infuses your projects, your work, and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling upon you. Yeah, if you've been feeling a little bit stuck, Libra, a little bit stagnant, things are going to get rolling up here, especially when you get honest with yourself and you get back into touch with even that inner child or your why. Because sometimes we lose sight, we detach, or we let an external circumstance or a challenge throw us off tracks. You're getting back on track here. All right. So Libra, we're going to get a few messages from your animal spirit guides. And at this time, I just ask that you take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And with your eyes closed, tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows, Libra. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's recently crossed your path in the great outdoors, or one that's visited through your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Libra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the 1st of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. All right away here, Libra, you have Cat Spirit. It's card 13. What else is card 13? The Death. So major transformations showing up in the past and still present that will allow you to claim and reclaim your independence. That's the message from Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. So if you have been contemplating a move, this is about you making a bold move, but claiming your independence and your freedom. It will lead to financial freedom, emotional freedom, physical freedom as well. You have here 11, justice. That's what I was feeling in the very beginning here. And it says butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. So another card of transformation, death, inner awareness, enlightenment. Even though the 6 of wands is showing up here, I'm getting 6s. A lot of you may be seeing 6 of swords, 6 of wands, 6 of cups here. I'm just getting that you're seeing 6s, maybe even 7s, because you do have the 7s showing up here. You have the chariot, which is a 7. You have the 7 of cups, 7 of swords. You also have 14, which is the temperance. So 7, 14 as well. Transformation is beautiful. You have eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. This is freedom. This is liberation. Now, some of you Librans have birthdays on the 13th, the 11th, the 23rd, or you may even be 36 years old. And then we have koi fish. There is always enough. There's always enough. I'm getting as well that some of you may be thinking or doing research on moving to a new location, but you may be thinking that it's overpopulated or the market is saturated with what you want to do. Know that you have gifts. Know that you have a true inner genuine authenticity, and that is what the 7 of Swords is all about. I may actually do a collective reading on authenticity, because a lot of readings, a lot of signs have been having something with not moving forward because there's so much saturation or so many people are embracing this energy. Remember, beautiful souls, this is all about prosperity and energy showing up in a higher frequency. So yes, we're going to see that a lot of people are, starting YouTube channels. We're going to see that people are going off and becoming entrepreneurs. We're going to see that there's more of these things happening, but it is for the good. So get rid of old belief systems of saying you cannot do it if there's too much out there, right? That is just a belief system that was ingrained from maybe society, saying that you had to be unique and the only one doing something in order to rise to the top. But that is not the truth, okay? Your genuine skills and gifts, you have something to offer this world. Don't dim your light to fit in or due to fear, okay? New life coming in. Now, last but not least, we're going to see which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can utilize, Libra, in the month of April to help you towards your path of abundance. What do we have here for Libra? All right, Libra, you have blue chalcedony here. Blue chalcedony. I feel like I always mispronounce that word. It's card 11, which is, again, that energy of karma. And this is all about slowing down, easy does it, restoring balance and serenity, which you are all about balance. All right, this says here, it's only natural to want to build on your inner affluence. You have been doing so much to change the old patterns. Good for you. This crystal is calling you to take a closer look at what you have set in motion. Is it time to consider changes? Are you happy with what is coming into being, or do you need to do some healing work to ensure you are comfortable with your newfound material wealth? Perhaps you need to work on trusting yourself and your co-creative powers. You can learn much that will help you and build and maintain that solid foundation if you slow down at this time. So some of you have been I'm getting here the energy of feeling a little bit stuck. There's a difference between slowing down and there's an energy of, forward movement, but stopping and smelling the roses. That may be why that list for you is very important, but also communication, speaking your world into being, speaking with other like-minded individuals, and taking a look again to see if what you have put in motion, because you see here the manifestation in the past, and you see that it's starting to flow into motion. Make sure that your beliefs and your integrity and your morals and your inner teachings of what you believe to be true for you, make sure they are all aligned in truth, honesty, and integrity with the Seven of Swords, because that's going to help you reach the top at a, I don't want to say a quicker pace, but to help you embrace that energy of abundance. That's what I'm feeling coming through. So slow and steady wins the race here, Libra. Very deep reading. I hope this resonates with you. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and please do comment your power animals in the comment box below. I certainly do read each and every one of them. I love to hear what you all see in your mind's eye. Thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. Lots of love and light.